Let me ask you about racism in the game, because you talk about it in the book as well, of course, and your brother was involved, very famously, in a situation with John Terry. OK, how was that for you to witness that, and what did you have to say at the time?
It was frustrating more than anything. I think if you sit there and you see your brother, which you feel was racially abused, and then you see the effect it has on him and his career, you see the effect it then has on your family, and you think to yourself, if maybe a phone call or someone coming out and saying, listen, OK, I'm sorry, or holding your hands up, could have maybe stopped it going as far as it did and for as long as it did, then the people surrounding it maybe wouldn't have been hurt, and relationships wouldn't have been hurt as well and sacrificed. And that's the biggest thing out of it. I think a lot of people's relationships are now dead in the water. Whether they can be rectified at time will tell. But I think, as I said, I was kind of lulled into a false sense of security at the time, thinking that the game in England is great, we're OK with racism, it's not happening. But when these situations came about, it showed me, yeah, we're far from it.
Do you think that there will be a time, though, when racism isn't part of the game? Because one would hope that we were there now, but of course we obviously clearly have a way to go.
I always used to say, oh, football's a great tool for it. To a certain extent it is, but I think it's more society's problem. I think football, you say to someone, well, your club's going to be reprimanded if racism goes on in the grounds. Well, people just stop at the gates and leave it outside. It doesn't mean that racism stops. Society, education, parenting, it's got to funnel down through that before football can have any kind of real hope of having an effect on it.
So,